Focus camera. Hey everybody. So Tan is out in the garden today, in the dirty garden. The dirty dry garden. I came out today. My plan was to cut down these sunflowers. I haven't done it yet because every time I come out here, I see a big, beautiful bumblebee or a butterfly buzzing around these flowers. And that's part of the reason that I grow the sunflowers. Golly, my blueberry is dry and dead. Yeah, that's part of the reason I grow sunflowers. So I haven't gotten to that yet. But I am going to cut them down eventually. And what I decided was when I cut them, I'm gonna take the tops off so I don't spread the seeds all over the yard. Because that's what I've been doing, and that's how I get the epic sunflower battle. Tashara, hey, welcome to my live. I'm gonna do some quick housekeeping. It's hot outside. It's not nearly as hot as it was the past week and a half that's been trapping me in the house. But here's what I want you to know. This live is limited. It's gonna be limited by my janky phone overheating and the battery life on my phone. I got my pseudo cooling pack. I'm good, Tashara. So I've been putting off a lot of work in my garden because it's been so hot. A couple days ago I was outside, Tashara. I felt like my ears were gonna burn off. I feel like that proton phaser or that gamma ray was pointed straight towards my ears. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but I gotta get back in. So today it's 101 degrees in North Texas. And that feels better than 100 and whatever that was. Please, your face. My face saw you? Okay. So, what I have been doing out in the garden today, like I said, I did not start taking down the sunflowers, but I did start getting my pomegranates. So I got these pomegranates, and what I do is I soak them in some water outside before I take them in, because little bugs hide in that part right there on the pomegranate. So I try to, get them a little bit clean before I take them in the house. And I want to show y'all my pomegranate tree. Like I said, it's been super hot. Look, that's what a good pomegranate tree should look like. All full and lush. My sad pomegranate tree is see-through. This thing was full, but it's been so hot. And I've been watering it. And pomegranates are drought tolerant too, so I don't know. That's not dead, it's just the leaves are falling off. And I've been experiencing, hey everybody, welcome to my live. I thank y'all for joining me on this live. I'm just walking through my garden having a little bit of look. I've been taking off because of the heat, but today it's still hot, but it's not nearly as hot as it's been. So here's another one. This is my peach tree. It's looking all shriveled up, but look what's all nice and green and lush. Not important at all. Just look, I want my strawberries and everything to go, but this thing right here is a weed. So, look. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Look, there's a tiny bit of strawberry left. But this whole thing, if you'll see, All of my strawberries are dead. And this is a turnip still trying to hang on. And I got basil, y'all. I'm gonna freeze this basil. If it survives the rest of the season, let's see what I got. Mmm, Mac, hello. Mac, hello. Mac, hello. I hope I got that right. That's. It looks like a lot of letters I can't combine and make right. But my fig tree, look, I've been harvesting tiny little figs. I got one left, but my whole fig tree, if you look at it, it's also thin and needing some, I don't know, the heat been doing everything that just been doing the most of everything. Yeah, I took a gardening class, which a seminar with a master gardener. And what he said was the things that grow up at the top of your tree is a spout, and you shouldn't let your tree get that tall, right? It's not my intention to let my pomegranate tree to get that tall, but look, I have a pomegranate going right there. I have another one. If you look like to the back, there's another one. So I'm happy that I let mine get into that spout. I'm happy I let mine get into the spout. And look, most of my strawberries are dead. This is a newer strawberry that I got. It's still hanging on. I'm hoping to harvest my sweet potato soon. The vine has grown from the main spot over there to here, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, and this is my look. There are my sunflowers. I'm gonna cut the tops off those. And what I plan on doing, I'm cutting the tops off so when I have the stalks, like I said, the stalks are as thick as trees. The trunks don't get that big. So what I plan on doing is burying the stalks and using them as fertilizer in my garden. Hey everybody, welcome to my live. So I don't have much left that is living. This Malabar spinach is, and I got some okra. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those. I know I mentioned many times before, Tan does not like okra. And I say all the time, don't grow anything in your garden that you don't want to eat because you're probably not likely to take care of it. Well, my mom loves okra. And when I very first started gardening, I'd grow the okra for her because she liked them. She no longer garden. And the reason I garden because my parents let me garden when I was young. They let me touch the power tool when I was younger. But I grow that okra for my mom, and as long as she'll eat okra, I'll keep growing okra. But I've also learned a better way to grow them for me that I can like eating them because I don't like them because they're slimy, but I do eat them burnt. Look at my little fig tree. The heat tried to take it out, but it won't give up. It threw off another leaf, and I'm so happy about that because that is a cold hardy, Chicago hardy, cold hardy, I can't remember. And this one is a Celeste. So I'm happy that I have two different types of figs in my yard. Now I also have this fig. I got Drago's fig right here. When he gave me this clipping, he didn't tell me what kind of fig it was. And it's okay, because I got it for free. Because I got it for free, I'm going to grow it. Yes, I am. Maybe next year I'll transplant it to the ground. And back to my pomegranate. If you look, you'll see I got a lot more pomegranates on this tree. I got a lot of little ones. Now these have time to ripen and be okay and not be affected by the heat. Now, what I'm gonna see is hopefully, now, I've let these pomegranates stay on the tree a little bit longer than the other ones. My pomegranates are normally red, in color. However, look at this one. Hopefully the wind won't blow this off. However, the ones I've been picking lately have been white. Now, the white kernels do not affect the flavor. Well, actually, when they're red, I find that they're sweet. I found that they're sweet. The white ones happen to be tart. And this is my tomato. Y'all hear that? This was my super sweet 100. And I missed some asparagus. You see them? And got asparagus frond all over the place. But this is what a good pomegranate tree looks like, all green and lush. Y'all got new pomegranates. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that new pomegranates are getting on this tree. Maybe I will find them red in September or October. But most of the hard work that I put in a couple months ago is gone. But look, I made a flower arrangement. And I said, well, what I'm going to do is put flower arrangement in this bucket. This bucket is soil and fertilized. Look, this is, what is my flower? Zinnia. So yes, I had a bunch of zinnia in my flower arrangement. I had a bunch of zinnia. I had a bunch of sunflowers. I had this carrot seed frond, and my zinnia are growing right now. I'm happy about that. Let's look at my other strawberry bucket. Y'all, every time I look in here and I see this thing right here, I get so excited. But this is a decoy strawberry. I think my strawberries are pretty much, yeah, look. Yeah, the Texas heat is brutal, y'all. I'm gonna clean this up and start over again next year. I will see if the sister gardener will lend me some more clippings. Oh no, it's just sad. But the weeds, those weeds. If you want some weeds, Tan is growing weeds. This tomato is still hanging on. I see maybe some blossoms trying to get there, but the heat is destroying everything. Look, I have some more zinnia growing here where I dropped them possibly from my flower arrangements. But look, most of my garden is dead. This is my sweet potato bucket. And I'm ready for the epic sweet potato harvest. Once I do my sweet potato harvest, I will be getting my garden ready for next season. But look, this pepper, this vine looked like it was almost dying maybe a week or two ago, but I'm getting fresh peppers on it. A lot of them too. I'm not sure what kind of pepper this is, but I'm gonna be happy to harvest it. That's the, look, that is the reason that I grow, to harvest something. And this is my secondary sweet potato bucket. Let's see, no strawberries in here, no strawberries left behind. Yeah, like I said, today is 101 in North Texas. But it's not nearly as bad as it doesn't feel as bad as it has been. And this is, look, this little piece I accidentally clipped off my, no, this one's shishito. Where's my chocolate candy cane? Look, the one that is dead, the piece that it came off of is dead, but this is still trying to grow. Yeah. All of my strawberries are crunchy. I'll be cleaning that up. But my sweet potatoes are going in all areas. I started some more stuff. My grape is dead too. Maybe not. Yeah. So sad. I was so excited about this. This was a Concord grape. There's a Concord grape tree. And my cherry is gone too. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I need to take back that died on me. Look, this is still trying to hang on. This is something I planted in the garden. I don't know what it is. I don't even remember right now, but it's still alive. I keep it watered and come out in the evening and I water. And I had a whole bunch of carrots growing in here, radishes. This is a weed. Yeah, the heat came and took it all. Y'all, the heat came and took it all. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Look, there's one carrot. Look, you see it? There's one baby carrot. This weed wants to control everything. Is it my sweet potatoes? Oh, I want to show y'all something. So, I told y'all in some previous videos, focus camera, focus. In some previous videos, I was saying, Phantom, hey! Hey! You catching me out in a dry, dirty garden. So, I was saying in some previous lives, accidentally I pull up carrots over in my garden. So this is one I pulled up. When I pulled it up, I transplanted it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up right now. It's not a big carrot. It's not gonna be a big carrot, but I'm growing carrots. It took me about 3 years to get carrots to grow. It was hard. Carrots are hard to grow. Look. Oh, it's all rooty. Sad. That just means I'm gonna put it back in there. That just means I'll put it right back in there and it'll go to the seed. And the last one, the last carrot I had that went to seed, look. The last carrot I had that went to seed, where is it? The last carrot I had that went to seed, it grew a seed thing. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, this whole thing had seeds on it. And it was so pretty, I used it in a flower arrangement. I said earlier, my zinnia was in a flower arrangement. If you see, this is a flower arrangement that's all dried up. I stuck it in this pot of soil, and now they're growing. So my zinnia are getting a second life. I'm really happy about that. Now, what makes me mad? Well, not make me mad, because this is a living garden, so I'm happy about that. But this is not what I'm growing. I'm not, putting in the effort to grow this, but it keeps coming back. As soon as I cut it, another piece springs up. Look at my shishito. Oh, my shishito pepper has blossoms on it. It's been hot here, Phantom. It's been so hot here. Tad has been avoiding the garden. That is my pomegranate tree. Pomegranate tree of shame. It's supposed to be full and lush like this, but it's all, the leaves have been dropping and I've been watering it, but it just can't do right. The heat won't let me or my garden do right. Yeah, but I am gonna cut down eventually. Phantom, I hadn't cut down my sunflowers, and I haven't found my essential oil so we can get busy on our perfume. Oh, this sunflower is pretty. Sunflower hiding out in the cud. Yeah, I haven't found what I needed to move forward with our perfume. So I still have those ones soaking, and I feel like I will clip some more to add fresh to the perfume base that we have right now. It's just been a lot of stuff going on in conjunction with the heat to to keep me from doing what I need. Phantom, are you a gardener? I know you said you had chickens, but are you a gardener? Because I don't know how other gardeners are faring in this heat. Um, I do know, yeah, I do know. I saw Lady Cheryl's up in Mesquite. She has sun cloths. But, my area is really large, so I can't shade cloths. I don't know. I don't feel like I can um, shade cloth my whole grow area. But that's a thought. Maybe I'll make my area more compact. Okay. Huh. Yeah. But that's it. I wanted to show y'all what I was getting up to today. Uh, I did come outside to cut down those sunflowers. But then I saw a bumblebee and I changed my mind because I like to see the bumblebees and the butterflies. And then, like I said, because, tell you housekeeping notes. Oh, crystals. I don't know much about crystals. Hmm. I should look into that. I came outside to get some pomegranates because I don't want them to spoil. I don't know if they got spoiled, but the ones I harvested last time were growing on the inside, and I don't want to leave any of them on the tree too long, so they start spoiling. And I'm gonna cut these open. I'm gonna cut these open later and see. Like I said, my pomegranates are normally red on the inside. Ooh, I'm gonna cut one open real quick, and then I'm gonna go in because I just got a notice. My phone said, I'm done. I'm about to quit. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut this open. Then I'll cut one open real quick and see what it do. The last one was white on the inside, and I didn't have a problem with that at all. This is the biggest one. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Let's see. Work with me, pomegranate. I ain't got my work boots on. All right. Yeah, see, this one is white on the inside too. But it looks good. I'm not mad about it. Abduras, hey, welcome to my live. I'm cutting on my pomegranate from my tree. Normally my pomegranates are red on the inside. The one I've been harvesting lately have been white. The only difference in taste to me is that they're sour and tart. And I don't have a problem with that. So I'm hoping all of them are good like this. I just don't want them to go bad on the tree. Like last year I harvested a whole bunch of them. Logan, hey. Yes. Yes, Abdura, they should be red. However, I don't know what's going on. This year they are not red. But I don't mind that because I like sour fruit. So I'm actually, Abduras, I'm taking them off my tree. Last year I let them stay for a really long time. And when I harvested them, they were, I thought they had a fungus because they were black on the inside. Some of them wasn't so good on the inside. And I lost a bunch of them that way. Uh, and this year, the ones that I've harvested previously, they had leaves growing off the kernels. And I don't know about that. Like I don't want that to happen. And then I'll start, getting those leaves on the inside and then they start to spoil more. So I'm gonna eat them. I don't mind it. They taste delicious to me. Yes, they should be red. Everybody, hey, Tan about to shut it down. I'm about to pick up my tools and lick my wounds. But I did harvest pomegranate today. I'm really happy about that. Now, I said they're white on the inside, and I don't mind it. I wish they were red because that's more appealing. And you eat with your eyes first. I know that. But I still have more on the tree in the fall. Abduras, okay? Because I got some small ones that are just starting. I plan on leaving. Like I'm not gonna pick the tiny ones. Like, let me show you real quick. I'm gonna show you this real quick because my battery just gave me notice that it's time to go. Between my phone, look, like this little one. This is pretty like a precious work. This is like what they put on the paintings. Y'all ever seen those fruit at the bottom of paints in the museum? That's what that looks like to me. So that's a small one. And look, I got some newbies. So these will probably get in the cool. The temperature is about to break. I know the temperature is about to break here, and we're about to start getting back to winter temperature is like 99, 99, something like that. But right now it's so hot, I'm gonna pull the ones like these. These will be able to survive. I'm in the U.S. I'm in North Texas, and I started growing pomegranates because I like pomegranates, but I know that they are drought tolerant, so it's really good for the area that I'm in. But the heat is beating them up. The heat has been beating everything up in my garden. So, but yeah, that's what I did today, y'all. I harvested some pomegranates. I meant to cut down my sunflowers so I can get on with my perfume making. It then got hot. Yeah, this is my garden. It's the dirty, dry garden. It used to be known as the dirty garden, but since we've had these consecutive um, degrees of triple degree heat days, it's become the dirty, dry garden. Most of my plants have died, unfortunately. I'm really kind of frustrated with that. However, I still got some stuff growing. In the future, I'll be having the epic sweet potato harvest. And that's about it. Oh, and those peppers, greens, and sweet potatoes, pomegranates. Like I said, the temperature is about to break here. I do have an apple tree, but no, I don't have apple. I have pears, plums, and peaches. Apples are gonna be hard to grow. You gotta put like what do you call that stuff on it? Chalk paint to keep the worms from getting it. Apple's gonna be a lot of work. I haven't ventured to apples yet. My peaches, pears, and plums are not producing yet, but I hope to see some soon. But yeah, so my battery's gonna die, y'all. I thank y'all for joining me on this live. Um, Tan's about to pick up them tools and lick her wounds and get on back in her refrigeration before she melts. Uh, Phantom, thanks for joining me on this live. Abdura, thanks for joining me on the live. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. As always, I thank y'all for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye.